Elon start off with possession, hoping to get something good out of the timeout by head coach Charlotte Smith. 7-2 in games decided by 10 points or less. Jada Angel directing. Pick and roll from Ice Adams, stripped away by Ella Wanzer. And a foul on Ice Adams. Unnecessary one as she tried to fight for the ball. 2:51 left to play. Six points is all that separates these two. It is a jump ball. So no foul on Ice Adams, which is good for her. 2 fouls on her name. But the possession arrow pointed in the way of the Blue Hens. Tara Cousins bringing it up. Going against Layla Anderson. Now Chloe Wilson up top. And Chloe Wilson looks to her left, trying to get to Ella Wanzer. And Ella Wanzer was cutting to the basket, didn't see the pass coming. And it is an unnecessary turnover for the Blue Hens in a moment when they did not need it. Willard to Anderson, back to Angel. Elon trying to slow it down, chewing clock just a little bit, holding off these Blue Hens. Preston to Willard. Willard to Preston up top. Preston driving right against Wanzer. She's blocked by her. Ruby Willard, though, saves it, gets it back to Preston. Preston going up for it, and she's fouled on the shot. And Delaware doesn't love it. And it was a late whistle, to be frank. We'll see it on the replay here. Ella Wanzer, tough to see on that angle. And Ella Wanzer, they're going to put on Chloe Wilson, which is a tough blow for the Blue Hens. Chloe Wilson, one of the best players in the CAA, as Raven Preston misses the first free throw. Chloe Wilson has just fouled out. That's her 5th foul. She has been disqualified, so Delaware will be without one of their best down the stretch. Raven Preston makes the second. 66-59 your score at the 2-minute mark. Cousin brings it across the timeline, guarded by Anderson. Ojo. And now they'll swing it around the 3-point arc. Wanzer over, trying to find Michelle Ojo in the paint. Ice Adams will get tagged with a foul, trying to go for the pass that was heading towards Michelle Ojo. Delaware, 5 of their last 6. Elon, 0 of their last 4. They've made no field goals in the last 4.5 minutes. What a comeback story this would be for the Blue Hens. An off-ball foul on the inbound pass. It's another one on Ice Adams. She just picked up 2 in back-to-back plays. And now that puts Ice Adams in foul trouble. She has 4 to her name. Raven Preston has 3. Ice Adams going to have to play careful over the last 1 minute and 48 seconds. It also puts Delaware in the bonus. Well, both teams are now. Tara Cousins heads to the line, sinks the first. Back to a 6-point deficit for the Blue Hens. Cousins, a hush from the crowd, goes 2-2 at the line. Only down by 5. Cameron Doty will check in for Ice Adams, saving one of their stars for a crucial final minute and a half it will be for the Phoenix. Holding on for dear life. Doty checks in back and forth against the press, her and Angel. Angel, guard by Wanzer. Angel bounce pass to Anderson on the wing. She gives it right back to Angel. Angel driving right. She'll now go baseline. Contested layup is good. Over 2 defenders. The rookie sparking at exactly the right time for the Phoenix, right when they needed it. 7-point lead for Elon. Michelle Ojo up top, guarded by Preston. Floats it to Sharike, guarded by Willard. Facing the double team, kicks it out to Cousins for 3. Nothing but net. A huge 3-pointer for Tara Cousins. 2 of 4 from behind the arc, and they needed it most from their captain. 4-point lead for the Phoenix. Under a minute left to play. You can feel the energy start to rise in the Bob Carpenter Center. You have to play it careful if you're Elon. 40 seconds to go. Jada Angel with the ball in her hand. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it to a wide open Preston behind the arc. Three-pointer no good. It rims out. Fight for the board. Michelle Ojo can't hold on. Ruby Willard right in the corner. Had a hand on it. And it will be Delaware ball. Ruby Willard not able to keep it alive. And Delaware will take a timeout. Everybody take a deep breath. Including my color guy. Oh, wait. I hope you're enjoying this one as much as I am. 4 points separate these two teams in a game where Elon led by as much as 17 with 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Delaware has fought and crawled, fought for every inch to get back in this one. And in front of a loaded home crowd, they're trying to complete the unlikely. A 17-point comeback. And this second half has been really good for them. And here's the thing, a couple unforced errors, they could be leading this one. Elon has not had the best second half compared to where they were throughout the first 20. Now coming out of the timeout, what does Delaware do? They will have the ball down by 4, 28.7 seconds left in the game, so no shot clock. So if they do make a basket, we're going to the foul game. The age-old song and dance the rest of the way. Tara Cousins will inbound for Delaware. Cousins right in front of the Delaware bench, gets it into Tamika. Back to Cousins at the top of the key. 23 left. Delaware has to get up a shot. Windsor in the corner. Pass it off to Cousins. Cousins will take the three-point try. It's good! Elon leads by 1, and that's going to be another timeout. Back to Fisher. Fisher will try to do it again. This time she goes for just pure speed. Gives it to Cherubelli, talking about speed. Fakes the roll. And gives it to McKenna. McKenna held scoreless so far. She had 5 goals last game. She cyclones back the other way.
As you see 3 times on just this one possession, trying to isolate at the top.
You can't get the ISO. We'll try the next person. We'll just keep going around and see who can break past the defense. And then meanwhile, everyone else just causing chaos. The cyclone and the bullet into the top right.
Fisher with the upper 90 shot. Tried it the first time, went off the post. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Use it again.
Sammy Fisher. You call her a Swiss Army machete. Not a Swiss Army knife, Swiss Army machete, because she can make you pay and do just about everything from anywhere. She's been held in check tonight, but she lost her defender on the first one. She was getting that next opportunity.
And I would say that Swiss Army knife doesn't do her enough justice. The machete, definitely a better term to use just for how fierce and powerful she is.
Sammy Fisher, her 6th goal of the season. Again, held off the scoreboard until then, but right when they needed her most, she steps up in a big way. And here she goes again. Now, she's been, in terms of scoring, has been held in check, but on the draw control, she's doing a fantastic job for Fisher.
Yep, Fisher's got 9 draw controls in this matchup so far. 10 now with that previous one.
Double digits for her. At one point, she had the draw control single game record for the Phoenix until a player by the name of MJ Santa Barbara entered the scene last season and crushed just about every draw control record that existed. Green card inbound for the Pirates.
Take another look at the replay from this goal. Fisher with a little hesitation. Spin move off of Askey. Rips it up in the top right corner. Just a beautiful play, well set up, well done.
And I think Sammy Fisher, you know you're in trouble when you kind of are flat-footed and you're just facing her straight on. You got to play her sideways because she'll do that where she pushes against you and just creates an abundance of room
and she's someone that can fire it from anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised to see her load up from the 12-meter. So you give her just an inch, and then talk about that much room, she'll make you pay. Swedenowski, dead center, swings her stick the other way, and again the bouncer goes over the top of the goal. Elon able to collect the rebound. Zebley from the right swings it to Fisher. Fisher now from behind the cage. Gilner trying to pass it. A stick got in the way. It was Macy Moore who got her stick right in the passing lane and created the turnover for the Pirates.
Ritter comes straight off the bench, pressing, looks to be Caitlin Scafani with Lillian Austin.
Whole lot of pressure from the Phoenix. Able to break through it is Kerwin, and Kerwin gets it to Wilkes. Wilkes with the first half hat trick. She hasn't scored in the second.
Wilkes got her stick up in the air. Number 4 is looking for number 4 on the night.
From the right of the goal, is trying to squeeze it in. Matheson had an opportunity right in front of Walsh. And she dropped it, and that is a miscue by the Pirates, which could have led to a goal.
And those type of shots is what Elon has been a weakness, I guess you could say, of just the quick dink and dunk 1-2 shots have been the Achilles heel, per se, for this defense.
Well, we talked about during the break as well, Jack, that today is much different than Saturday in that Elon is relying so much more on the isolation. They're coming off a game where they had 9 assists, which is tied for third most as a team in a single game in program history. The game plan has completely switched, and it's been working. They've got 10 goals against the Pirates. Sammy Fisher trying to find number 11 for her squad.
To second that in a little bit more depth, I'm seeing when they do these isolations, it's this little hezzy step, and then not the first move, but the second, it's a little 1-2 after the hezzy that gets them going.
Swedenowski rolls one way, rolls the back, just put in her right shoulder into the defender, finally gives it up. The double team, kind of a little bit of a pick and roll. Sierra Hobson not able to complete it, but drawing the double team was Annalie Vandiver. She almost got the assist inside to Hobson.
Hobson entered the danger zone, paid the price after the shot.
Well, that's Hobson's bread and butter, is right there on the crease. That's how she's gotten a majority of her points. And coming into the day, 86. 86 goals and 112 career points. Today she's got 1, so that moves her firmly into third place all-time in terms of career points for the Phoenix. So you've got Fisher and Hobson, 2 of the best to ever put on the maroon and gold.
And then also the one in goal, Caitlin Walsh, also top 2 or second in goals saved and second in career minutes played.
Zebley, Hobson, down low to Fisher. Fisher against Magazoo, trying to squeak into the aim here, just continues to back down her defender. She'll try the bottom left, and it will work out perfectly. I'm telling you, Jack, she can score from anywhere.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts to that statement, Chase, but, I mean, we're seeing she's scoring with the double move, she's scoring with the single move, scoring straight on. I mean, there's just no way to defend her.
Well, that's just straight power. I mean, at some point, you got to dig your feet in and try to push her out. And if you give her room and she gets in front, just too much from her, and it gets past Bihar. And that's against Magazoo, who Magazoo was the conference's Defensive Player of the Week, had 4 caused turnovers in their season-opening win at Queens. They brought her in from the transfer portal to be a elite defender. And Sammy Fisher, again, held in check through 3 quarters. Well, now it's the 4th quarter, and it's turned into the Sammy Fisher show, and it's going to lead to a timeout from ECU. The countdown is on. Less than 20 days remain before these two teams pack up and head to the nation's capital for the CAA tournament. Winners of 8 of their last 9, the Drexel Dragons arrive at Strawser with momentum, looking to bolster their title defense. Meanwhile, the Elon Phoenix are searching for answers after dropping their last two at home. Happy Sunday from Elon, North Carolina. It's a battle of mythical beasts, Dragons and Phoenix on deck. I'm Chase Strawser, joined by Riley Marchand. Riley, these two teams met earlier in the season, and Drexel's performance mirrored what we saw later in the same city in Philadelphia with the Eagles in the NFC Championship. Just pure dominance, top from bottom. A huge part of that has been number 15, Kara McCormick. Recently, the graduate transfer, her play has translated perfectly from the Patriot League to the CAA.
We're in the end game now. Clinching scenarios and conference tournament predictions run wild, but we have tons of soccer left to play and a tremendous non-conference matchup tonight to sweeten the deal. Rudd Field, site for our matchup with the Elon Phoenix and the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Hello and welcome. It's nice to meet you. I'm Chase Strawser. Next to me is my partner, Grace Stetler. And as always, we're guided by the Wizards behind the curtain and our ESV crew. Defense wins championships, and no one believes in that motto more than the 49ers. Grace, this is a talented unit, and the seniors, Lassie Larson and Captain Ian Pilcher, are leading the way.